Up, motherfuckers! This is Shitty Wizard! I will be answering some more questions. This is question time 2.
What do you do when you see an endangered animal that is eating an endangered plant?
Alright, so what I do is I take a photo. And secondly, I shoo away the endangered creature. I don't have to kick it or do kick it or throw anything or try and kill it. Just shoo it away. I walk near it and it'll run away, I'm sure. And then I make sure the plant's sort of okay, and then I back the fuck away.
If glassblowers inhale, do they get a pain in the stomach?
Yes, they would get a pain in the stomach. What else would they get? It's glass pain in the stomach. Yeah.
Is it rude for a deaf person to talk, sign, with their mouth full of food?
Yes it is, because they're trying to simulate normal speak. So that's part of the simulation. It would be rude for them to sign with their mouth full.
If a doctor suddenly had a heart attack while doing surgery, would the other doctors work on the doctor or the patient?
They'll just get another doctor and then take that doctor to another emergency ward. Simple as that. Another doctor would take over the original operation, and then they'd take the original doctor to another room and treat him for emergency care.
Is a pessimist's blood type B negative?
Obviously.
Why is it that when we skate on thin ice, we can get in hot water?
Because that's why the ice is thin. Because you're in hot water. You're on a massive block of ice at one stage. Then you stand on the ice. Now you've been put in hot water. The ice is thin. Because you're in hot water. Makes perfect sense to me.
Why are the little styrofoam pieces called peanuts?
Because they look like peanuts. There's ones that look exactly like peanuts, and I guess those are the first ones. So they're called packing peanuts.
If pro and con are opposites, wouldn't the opposite of progress be Congress?
It is. The opposite of progress is Congress.
Why does grape flavor smell the way it is when actual grapes don't taste or smell anything like it?
Because grape flavor is artificial. It might as well just be called purple flavor. It's just called grape because it's purple. Really.
Why does the Easter bunny carry eggs?
Because small chickens shove them up their ass during seasonal festival.
Do Siamese twins pay for 1 ticket or 2 tickets when they go to movies and concerts?
It depends what arrangement they have with the person at the counter. See, if they know the person at the counter and giving them a little bit of side action, being Siamese twins, everybody's looking for some sort of fucking freak. But, you know, yes, Siamese twins pay for 2 tickets because they will take up 2 seats most of the time. So they have to pay for 2 tickets, but the ticket person doesn't particularly like doing it.
Why does caregiver and caretaker mean the same thing?
Because I'm giving you care and I'm taking care of you.
Can a short person talk down to a taller person?
Yes, but they have to be on a stool that makes them taller than the person they're talking to.
If a bald person works as a chef at a restaurant, do they have to wear a hairnet?
Yes, to make everybody else feel like they're part of the team.
If milk goes bad if not refrigerated, why does it not go bad inside the cow?
Because it's preserved inside the cow within the cow's glands, and then it excretes out through the cow's udders. And when it excretes out, it's exposed to air, and air is the thing that spoils it.
What's the difference between normal ketchup and fancy ketchup?
Fancy tomatoes.
Why is the Lone Ranger called Lone if he always has his Indian friend Tonto with him?
Because Tonto is a figment of the Lone Ranger's imagination. He's not real.
What was Captain Hook's name before he got the hook?
Captain Hand.
Where does the toe tag go on a dead person if they don't have toes?
The next available digit.
When lightning strikes the ocean, why don't all the fish die?
Because the lightning dissipates on the surface and doesn't actually evade them, because that's one huge piece of fucking cable, if you get what I mean.
If a guy that was about to die in the electric chair had a heart attack, should they save him?
They will save him just to give him the electric chair. It's just the process.
If a parsley farmer loses a lawsuit, do they garnish his wages?
Yeah, with oregano.
What does PU stand for? As in PU? That stinks.
I'm pretty sure it's not onomatopoeia.
If you were driving at the speed of light and turned on your headlights, what would happen?
If you're driving at the speed of light and turned on your headlights. I've heard this before. You'd have light pooling up in the headlights. That's the only thing I can think would happen. It'd be very similar to a sonic boom. You just get like a pooling of light around you. It'd be like a light sonic boom though, instead of like a air. Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's a hard question. Interesting. Anybody got answers?
Can cannibals be arrested for being under the influence of alcohol, e.g. drunk driving, if they have eaten someone who was drunk?
It really depends if they cooked them or not. I guess if they cooked them, all the alcohol would have burnt off, then they ate them. If they ate them raw, there's possibly still alcohol. Depends if they drink the blood and stuff like that. The blood would probably still have alcohol in it. It's a pretty gory fucking thing to say, but yeah, if it was raw, they would. If it was cooked, possibly not. But maybe a little bit.
If Wiley Coyote had enough money to buy all that Acme stuff, why didn't he just buy dinner?
Because he wasn't a fucking giver-upper. He didn't give up. He wanted to catch that motherfucking bird, and he didn't care what he had to do. He fucking maimed himself fucking hundreds of times, obviously almost killed himself, but he has invulnerability and infinite time, so all he wanted to do was catch that motherfucking bird. He didn't need food. He did it for nothing more than the fucking satisfaction that he killed that fucking chop muppet of a fucking bird.
Why is it called a funny bone, when if you hit it, it's not funny at all?
Makes you feel funny when you hit it.
Do Chinese people get English sayings tattooed on their bodies?
I would hope so, and I'm pretty sure I've seen one, but it was on the internet, so you can't be sure.
Do glow-in-the-dark objects stop glowing when somebody turns the lights on?
No, you just can't see it as well, obviously.
Why isn't there mouse-flavored cat food?
Because mice taste like meat, and that's a good point. Why don't they just fucking grind mice up and give them to cats? Makes no sense. They're so easy to fucking breed. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just not a nice thing to do.
If you died with braces on, would they take them off?
If you died with braces on, would they take them off? It's a good question. If anybody can answer that out there, let me know.
If someone who has their nose pierced has a cold, and they take their nose ring out, does snot come out of the piercing hole?
Yes, I would hope so, because it would be fucking gloriously funny. Well, that's the questions I have for today. If you liked them, that's good. If you didn't like them, don't give a shit. Fuck you. Anyway, Till next time, enjoy.
Oh, thank you, tasty little man creature.